Well, welcome to the Beauty Roundtable. There you go with my beauty babes. I just love them. Aren't they gorgeous? I'm so excited that you're here. I feel like I'm Charlie with all his angels.
Yes, I like that.
Well, we're going to teach you how to get beautiful, youthful, glowing skin. It all starts with the foundation, and we're not talking about makeup, but the foundation to good skin care. It's what you put underneath. Kind of like having a good bra and pulling the girls up, right?
Yes, exactly.
So, I know exactly right. So let's start with what you use. This is Nicole Johnson and the beautiful Jennifer Walsh and the lovely Ari Vincent. They're all lovely. You've seen them on the Beauty Report. But let's start out with what you do in the morning, Nicole.
Okay, so I like to keep it very simple. So it's not going to be like a big to-do. I do a cleansing because I'm wearing heavy moisturizer at night, so I want to have a really clean base. So it's very simple. And then I use a serum. I like using, actually, I use a glycolic, and I like to use it on my face, neck, and décolleté. But it's really important when I'm using this, depending on what day, that I use an SPF afterwards. Okay. So I can really keep my skin being protected, hydrated, but it's a really nice, clean, fresh base for my makeup.
Okay. Yeah. And so you're in New York City.
Yes.
So all the pollutants, all the smog, all that dirty, grimy stuff.
Yes.
You look gorgeous now. I don't see it at
Thank
all.
you.
I don't see anything grimy. But what do you do to keep your skin looking so beautiful? Because it's gorgeous.
It's hard. It feels like there's a lot of work because you want to make sure you don't want to do too much where it's going to aggravate your skin, but you want to make sure you keep it hydrated and soft. So I try and start with a good cleanser in the morning, like you also said, to kind of wash off the night cream. And then I do a serum, and then I do a day cream. And I try and just keep things very light, and that way I can also build my SPF with my makeup. So I kind of just want to make sure everything's clean and hydrated, and make sure the pH level is okay in my skin. So I just want to make sure everything's even keel, basically, for like the ensuing of the pollution for that day.
Absolutely, because New York, honey, I love New York.
I know.
But those pollutants and those cab drivers.
I know. That's true.
But I don't see the stress.
Okay, good.
So, Ari, what do you do? How do you start off the day and how do you end it?
I like to keep it pretty light in the morning. So what I like to do is I do a cleanser with vitamin C, and then I do a serum, and then I do a light moisturizer on top. And I let that all kind of sit, and then while I'm doing my hair, so that I can put my makeup on, and then I have a nice, fresh, glowy look. But I definitely like to use a serum. This one's really good. It's one of my favorites. It's the 3D Sculpting. The serum actually is awesome because it helps my moisturizer just really sink deep into my skin.
Seals it in.
Yeah, it really seals it. This is one of my favorite ones. It's so good.
Do you feel like it primes your skin for makeup, though, too?
Yeah, it really does, because it like immediately absorbs. And I just feel like sometimes if you use a moisturizer, it just sits on top of your skin, and then the makeup goes on top of that, and you feel like you can just wipe everything off. This one really helps everything to like blend. I love it.
Okay, so you've mentioned you're using serums and SPF. What SPF, 30, 50, what do you use starting off for the day?
I mean, it depends because a lot of products have 15 in it already. So it depends. If you're going to be out all day, I would put on a little bit of a stronger SPF, like 30. But if you're like inside all day, I would just stick to my 15.
But definitely start off.
Definitely having an SPF.
Minimum 15.
Yes, minimum.
I like seeing products that have 50 in it because I'm so fair, so I have to be really, really careful, and I cover everything. So my makeup usually has SPF 50 in it. So I try.
And I know salicylic acid, did I say it correctly?
Yeah.
It's very important, and we've been chatting, you know, even before getting out here. Talk about the importance of that and what that is.
Well, it's nice to have it included in your cleanser because it's an exfoliant and it's not aggressive.
Yes.
I know that you use it too, and you have pretty sensitive skin.
Absolutely.
So it's nice because it's going to break down those dead skin cells, the intracellular glue that's just sticking onto your skin. So you really get a nice even canvas by using that, but you're not over exfoliating the skin. That's like the real key.
Yeah,
especially if you have
gentle.
Sensitive skin.
Yes.
If you have sensitive skin, a lot of people won't exfoliate because those scrubs feel too gritty and they feel too harsh, and it actually hurts. It can hurt your skin.
Right. What's nice is that it's a chemical exfoliation. It's not physical. So people that feel like their skin's too, like if they want the graininess, it's too much for their skin, they're great with the salicylic cleanser.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's great advice. Okay, so I have to ask you, Ari, if you could change anything, what would you do differently?
Oh my gosh, there's so much I would change. But there's a lot of things. I'm SPF for sure. I grew up in Florida, worshiping the sun, and I never put SPF on, and I highly regret that, but thankfully Never? I would put oil, baby oil on, and just like want to get tan, but you know, it's fine. Now I've learned my lesson.
Your skin doesn't look weathered, it's beautiful.
Thank you so much.
You got it from your mama. Yes, like I got it from my mama.
Yes. But that, and then another thing too is I grew up, I'm a normal to combination skin, so I was a little oily in the middle. I grew up at a time where we were kind of taught to just dry out our skin. It was all this harsh astringents and everything. I wish I would have learned that oils are okay for the skin and it actually replenishes the skin. And it helps stop producing extra because your skin isn't working as hard to replace all the stuff you're stripping off. So
I actually use
my big regret.
Skin and Company. So that's good that you said like the oil and the SPF, but Skin and Company has truffle oil in it. And so I use the creamy cleanser with the truffle oil and the actual bottle. They give you the oil and you put 3 drops and you rub it in. So I've been doing that. But I started off using over-the-counter drugstore stuff, I have to admit, and as a toner using astringent. And we talked about that if you're at home and maybe you don't know what to get. And I think it's okay to go to the drugstore, but if you know exactly what to get, and we're talking about these great ingredients, you'd say no to the astringent because it's drying, correct?
I agree. Like for me, like I love I use the Trish McAvoy, the beta hydroxy peel pad.
Okay.
So instead of using a toner, I just use this like 3 times a week, and it really helps take the dead skin off, but then hydrates the skin as well.
So they're just little individual pads.
Yeah,
And Jen, how easy is that?
I mean, it's so easy. It's really just.
Let me see.
Yeah, it's just
like,
a little tiny.
Okay, just a little pad.
Yeah, a little
It's just
tiny
a pad.
Oh, okay.
And you just go over your face.
Yeah, after you wash your
Yeah,
face, you just do that, and then
feels
I put
good.
my moisturizer on after it. And it's really, and it's not aggressive, it's not harsh.
It's not
on the skin.
gritty?
It's not gritty, no.
Okay.
Yeah, it's
so I'll get rid of
wonderful.
my cheap astringent. I read that a supermodel, used the astringent, back in my 30s because I'm almost 50. So I stuck with it.
You have 3 little beauty experts, Debbie. We're gonna
take care of you.
We're gonna take care of you.
Hey, at least I got the Skin and Company, which we saw right here at HSN, with the truffle oil. It is wonderful.
It's amazing.
So I'm using the serum. I'm using the creamy cleanser. What else? It comes with the oil drops. It's wonderful because can you be too hydrated? I don't know. At this age, as you're getting older, it seems like your skin dries out even if you're not in the sun.
Right, sure. It really does.
It's feeling dry and just kind of, reptile-y. If that's a word.
It's okay, we can make it up.
We can make it up as we go. But I like this. So I will, which brand is this?
It's Trish McAvoy.
Trish McAvoy. Okay, I'm getting little tips as we go. Okay, and so when you think about getting into that routine, can you have too many products? Because I think it can get confusing. You've got the serum, you've got the moisturizer, you're putting on the oils. And if you had to simplify it, if somebody's out there saying, I just don't want to buy all of this, I want to get a few, what are the necessities?
I think that you really want to keep it simple. So you don't have to have 10 products.
Okay.
I mean, my recommendation is if you have anything, I tell my clients this all the time, you have to have a cleanser. Like you have to wash that makeup off. And even if you don't wear a lot of makeup, you have pollution, you have sweat, you have sebum, you have dirt, everything else like that. So my first recommendation is always invest in a cleanser. And then you want to definitely have a moisturizer with SPF. Then I would add on like the exfoliant and things like that, as long as you got comfortable with really creating a routine.
Okay. And just get the neck, ladies.
Yes.
Get the neck.
Neck and décolleté.
Yes, neck and décolleté, because you'd mentioned the décolleté.
Oh yeah, no, I know.
So
I wish.
You wish you'd done that.
I wish I started that a lot longer.
Me too.
Ago.
Me too.
Well, you look beautiful. All of you look beautiful.
So do
Absolutely
you.
gorgeous.
Thank you.
Thank you. We're trying here. And if you have more questions, just go to beautyreport@hsn.net. I didn't want to get that wrong because I'm new here. So beautyreport@hsn.net. We'd love to get your questions. We talked about many of the things that you guys wanted to hear about. So I hope that we've helped you get your beauty regimen. It is fabulous if you can just do it morning and night and stick to it.